today's stream, I wanted to do another tier list video. So we are going to basically be ranking these villagers based off of the fighting ability. What that means is if we're gonna fight them, do I win? Do they win? Or is it kind of like 50-50? There's a few villagers here that are literally robots. So the first tier is gonna be they're literally a robot. Like I don't win. The second tier, they definitely beat me. If we went fist to fists, they beat me. Yeah, it's not even a question. The middle tier is more of a toss-up, you know, more 50-50. If we brawled, it might be them, it might be me who is victorious. Don't really know. It's kind of a toss-up. This next tier is I definitely win. If we're fighting, I'm sorry, I'm coming out on top. I'm coming out on top. I'm the winner. I'm so sorry. This last and final tier is going to be they would cry if I breathed on them. That's like our tiers that we're doing today. I'm going to be thinking of these villagers like objectively, like what their animal species is, right? The alligators slash crocodiles, I feel like in real life, they would most likely beat me. I mean, there are people who wrangle gators, you know, but I think for the most part, they've got a lot of teeth. They can swim in the water really well. I think they're beating me. So I think I'm gonna put the majority of the alligators in definitely beat me. Oh no, Dell is actually literally a robot. So he actually goes up a tier. We do have to, you know, incorporate personality into a few of these. Like if someone is particularly a little bit skittish or something, we'll think of that. But I think for the most part, when it comes fist to fists, most of these alligators are definitely beating me. Like they win. Anteaters IRL, I feel like they are like smaller creatures, so I feel like for the most part I could win. So I'm gonna put the majority of the anteaters in I definitely win. However, this one specifically, like Serrano or whatever it is, he has such intense eyebrows. I feel like he has some determination and willpower that the other anteaters don't. So that's gonna be a 50-50. He might be able to take me on, but the rest of them definitely I win. I think for the most part, all of the bears do beat me. It's a bear. They're gonna beat me. They're gonna beat me. I feel like maybe Chow. This one's maybe 50-50 because I feel like he's like kind of chill and he like might be pacifist enough to not want to fight me. So he's like, no, like, I don't want to do that. And then like I beat him. He's a 50-50. The rest of them, they beat me. Like, what am I gonna do against a bear? Although the birds are larger in Animal Crossing, in real life, like it's a bird. I could take on a bird. Could they peck me? Yes. But I think I could probably beat them in a fight. For the most part, I'm gonna put the majority of the birds in I definitely win, with the sole exception of Jitters. I feel like Jitters destroys me. I don't know what ungodly powers he possesses, but he somehow beats me. The one with the luchador mask, I forget his name. Is it literally Lucha? He might have some sort of, you know, he might be a 50-50. He's been training. He might beat me. The bulls, you know, they're fairly large animals and they do have horns and they would like run on all fours. So I feel like that's kind of scary. I feel like they would pretty much all beat me in a fight. They all look like they would be pretty aggressive with the exception of this blue one. So I think I'm gonna put them all in definitely would beat me. The cats are tricky. I feel like some of them could definitely mess me up real good. And some of them, I think I would easily fight them and I would win. I feel like Anka doesn't care about anything, so I win. Because she just doesn't care. She doesn't even want to fight. Bob pulls some like Super Saiyan energy from somewhere in the depths of his internal, I don't know. He pulls something from somewhere. He beats me. Bob destroys me. Felicity would cry if I breathed on her. Kabuki, same vein as Bob. Cat, I feel like I definitely win. I feel like Cat is a little bit too smug and like would get overconfident and I would win. Kit Kat does have like armor technically, so I'm gonna say 50-50. Kiki, I feel like would cry if I breathed on her. I'm so sorry, Kiki. This cat destroys me. Lolly would cry if I breathed on her. Mary would cry if I breathed on her. Mitzi, I'm getting the same Bob and Kabuki energy. They like just have this aura about them that would just destroy me. Mo would cry if I breathed on them. This cat, it like murders me and goes to my funeral and laughs. I forget this one's name. I win though. Punchy, also channeling that Bob energy from deep in the depths of his soul, beats me. Pearl would cry if I breathed on her. I feel like Raymond, I definitely win. But he doesn't cry if I breathed on him, you know what I mean? Rosie would cry if I breathed on her. Is this Ruby or Rudy? I think I definitely win. Stinky, I definitely win. Again, Stinky is also an overconfident one who thinks that he can beat me, but he can't. Tabby's 50-50. I feel like there's some energy there that could be harnessed. Tanky's confident. Tanky is confident. She wouldn't cry if I breathed on her, but I think I would definitely win. I'd still win. I mean, she's an orange. Well, what is she gonna do? Okay, Derwin, I feel like he literally is the blue Power Ranger. Like, he will pull some sort of like robot or like some sort of, I don't know, technological advancements to defeat me. You know, I feel like he just has that power and that knowledge. So I'm gonna go, it's 50-50. It depends on his resources. It depends on, can he get a hold of like the mech suits and stuff like that, you know? Phil is Falco in Melee, sure. Definitely beats me. Hopkins is an anomaly of this earth. That's kind of true. Hopkins definitely does have like that deep down energy to where he's literally gonna defeat us out of nowhere. This cat also, I feel like I definitely win. I feel like the majority of the chickens I win. Egbert would cry if I breathed on him. You know what, Brofina, actually, she has the vibe that she could maybe take me on. So I am gonna move her up a tier. Oh, Nox does have armor though. Nox literally has knight armor. He might beat me because I don't know if I could get through that armor. I'm gonna put him up and definitely beats me. Unfortunately, all the cows beat me. They all beat me because they're cows. Like, what am I supposed to do against a cow? So onto the cubs. Yes, the cubs are smaller, but I feel like some of them kind of have that aura, that energy, you know? Freaking Barreled, where does he go? I think it's 50-50. He may like have a sleeper build. I don't know. Blue Bear would cry if I breathed on them. Cherry, I would win. I could beat Cherry. Jester would cry if I breathed on him. Judy would cry if I breathed on her. June would cry if I breathed on her. Cody definitely is 50-50. I think Maple has a little bit of confidence. So I would win, but she wouldn't cry. Marty, I win. Murphy, I feel like, is a 50-50. He kind of has that energy. I forget this one's name, but I win. Pico, I win. Sorry. This bear, I win. Pudge, cry if I breathe on them. I feel like Stitches, since he is a plushie, he doesn't feel pain, so he definitely beats me. I feel like Tammy's also 50-50. I feel like this one beats me. He's just scary. He's intimidating, you know? So the deer, some of them do have horns/antlers, which may be useful tools to kind of like jab at me, you know what I mean? So some of those may be beneficial tools. I would say, yeah, for the most part, they're gonna beat me. The deer will beat me. Bo, he is a lazy and he, you know, he's like more chill. Bo is maybe a 50-50. Does Chelsea technically have horns or does she just have like little ears? I think she would cry if I breathed on her. Deidre, listen, she doesn't have horns, but I feel like she does have that energy, that spirit, so she's gonna be a 50-50. I think she could probably still beat me with wits alone. Diana, I feel like I win, but like she doesn't cry about it, you know? Eric beats me for sure. Fauna, she would cry if I breathed on her. Fuchsia, same vibe as Diana. This guy, Lopez, beats me. Shino beats me. Like, those are weapons, her horns. This other one, or is this Lopez? I don't know. Beats me though. Let's move on to the dogs. For some dog breeds, yes, they could beat me. For other dog breeds, it's not even a question, you know? Bia specifically, I think I win. Sorry, Bia. This guy, I forget his name, would cry if I breathed on him. Biscuit kind of has the aura of like, would most likely take me out. So I'm gonna say definitely beat me, probably. I feel like Bones stares into my soul just a little bit. It's 50-50. Bones is a 50-50. Butch probably beats me. He probably has very sharp teeth. Other Cherry, I feel like she beats me. I'm kind of scared of her. Cookie cries if I breathe on her. So does Daisy. This dog, this yellow dog, if we thought about it in like terms of real life, I feel like he's a larger dog breed, so he beats me. Goldie, sorry, you cry if I breathe on you. Is Lucky already like undead, you know? And does Lucky even feel pain? I think he definitely beats me. Either way. I feel like he's got some sort of advantage going on. This guy definitely beating me for sure. This dog, you know what? She would cry if I breathed on her. This one's 50-50. He seems like he could either have like chaos energy aura or like he's just terrified of me. So it's a toss-up. Dalmatians are fairly large, aren't they? I feel like she would probably beat me. I feel like Shep is just like a large dog, so he would definitely beat me. A Walker scares me. I don't care if he's a big or small dog. He's gonna destroy me. Put Diana up higher immediately. She has sass and attitude and would beat you 100%. You're kind of right. You're kind of right. She does have a little bit of sass. She doesn't have antlers, which is why I was ranking the deer so highly. So I'll move her up to 50-50. Okay, so moving on to the ducks. I feel like for the most part here, I am gonna beat them. Maybe one or two have some energy. I mean, Derwin's already a 50-50 up here. Bill, sorry, I win. I forget this one, but I win. Drake kind of does have that aura of like he might turn it around, you know, but I think he's a little overconfident. I think I still win. Freckles cries when I breathe on her. Gloria, she also kind of has that same vibe of like she might turn it around. She might have the sass, but I think I still win. Joey, I win. Ketchup would cry if I breathed on her. The Miss Girl with the wig, what's she hiding under there? I think I still win though. I think I still win. This duck, she's very spirited. She's got a lot of energy. So, you know what? That's going to be a 50-50. Miranda, I win. But she doesn't cry about it. Molly, she cries. Pate also cries. This other duck, I win. Quilson, I feel like he may just be some sort of secret mastermind and he may actually just murder me. I'm going to put him up to 50-50 because, like, he's still a duck. He's still tiny. Okay? But he may have a fighting chance. Scoot... Is this underwear on his head or is it a helmet? Does this give him any sort of protection whatsoever? I feel like maybe a little bit, but like not enough. I think I still win. Weber also kind of scares me, but I feel like I still win. The big birds, these are like eagles, kind of like giving like raptor vibes. So I feel like these birds have more of a chance to murder me. They probably have very large claws and they would just do some damage at the very least, you know what I mean? I'm gonna put most of them in 50-50 except for this one who has this look in his eyes like he's gonna win the fight no matter what, so I will put him a tier above. Same with this one. I feel like he just looks so upset. He's just gonna do anything in his power to win. Celia, I feel like she's a pacifist. I would win, but everybody else 50-50. This man literally has armor. I think he goes up a tier. He definitely beats me. Same with Nox, you know, like if they've got armor, what am I supposed to do about that? I think elephants, they beat me. What am I supposed to do against an elephant? Like they just step on me and I'm done. We're gonna put most of these and would definitely beat me. Are there any that would show me mercy? I don't think so. Like maybe Ellie. Ellie's 50-50. Tia, I do beat her. She's literally a teapot. I can shatter her easily. I just need to like throw a rock at her and I win. So the frogs are next. Which frogs will be poisonous? Because then they would kill me. Camel frog has camouflage. So would I even be able to see him? Would he just win by like hiding? I'm gonna say 50-50. He has like an environmental tactical advantage against me. So he might pull something. Cheese frog, I win. Croak, I'm gonna put him 50-50 because he might be poisonous. Diva, I win. Drift is definitely poisonous, so I win. Frobert looks so poisonous. Gigi, I win. Henry, I win. I'm so sorry. Huck, I win. Jambet, I destroy all of them. I think Jeremiah is poisonous, so... Oh no, I need to put the poisonous ones and definitely beat me. I feel like Lily would cry if I breathed on her. Prince, I definitely win. Puddles also looks super poisonous, so I'm gonna put her up there with the other ones too. Is Rattle using chemical warfare? Like why has he got the mask? Does he have some like sickly disease that he's just gonna like transmit to me and I get sick and die before we can even fight? I'm gonna go 50-50 because he's just so he's unknown. He's mysterious. I don't know what he's up to. Ribba is literally a robot. I can't do anything. I can't hurt him. He doesn't feel pain. He might have rocket launchers for hands. Like who knows what's going on there. Tad, I would win. War Jr. could be poisonous. Are toads poisonous? I'm gonna say 50-50. Okay, goats. They have horns and I feel like they would headbutt me. They might win. I feel like goats are overall 50-50. They could beat me, like, or I could grab them by the horns and like shake them around, you know? It's 50-50. Billy seems like he's chill. He's chill. I would win. Shever, like, she's a sweetie, but she might still bring out the energy. She might come to play anyways, you know? It might not even matter. 50-50 then. Same with Kid. Same with Nan, Pashmina, 50-50. Sherb is crying if I breathe on him. I'm sorry. He's a little lazy. He just wants to eat cookies and lay around. He doesn't want to fight, so he's gonna cry. Velma, 50-50. So the gorillas. I feel like the gorillas, I don't think there's any question of like, do they beat me or not? Maybe they all beat me. It's a gorilla. And they all feel like they would be so excited to fight me. Like all of these that I'm putting right here in this row, they're all so down to fight me. They're like, oh, you want to go? Like, let's go. Like, step outside. Let's do this. Yeah, even Violet. Unfortunately, Violet would beat me in a fight. Besties, the hamsters. If I'm fighting hamsters, like, they're the size of my fist. I don't think that they win. So I think for the most part, I win. I win against the hamsters. Soleil, she would ask to see my manager, but I would still win. You know, Marlo does kind of have like mob boss energy. Would Marlo have like gorilla goons to come and fight me? We're gonna go 50-50 on Marlo because it just depends on who he can hire at the moment to come fight me. The hippos. I feel like the hippos are probably all gonna defeat me. I think hippos in real life are just terrifying. I think they are really dangerous, right? We shall put all the hippos in definitely beats me. Oh no! Oh, thank goodness. Gorillas were moved to the incorrect location. We're fixing it. We're fixing it. Okay, horses. Yeah, I think for the most part, the horses are kicking me in the face and winning. So we're gonna put those in definitely would beat me. Unless some of them are feeling nice, like Cleo. Maybe 50-50. Maybe she would spare me. But the rest of them probably not. Aren't kangaroos terrifying? Can't they literally beat you up? Like actually? Like don't they stand on two legs? Aren't they buff? I think they all, for the most part, are beating me. Unfortunately, another species of villager that is just definitely gonna beat me. Even Marcy. Okay, koalas. I don't know. Are koalas kind of like sloths where they're just kind of like chill in the trees? I don't really know what like koala personalities are. I do know that Canberra is like terrifying. I think Canberra has that like that fighting energy, so I'm gonna put Canberra and definitely would beat me because you know what, I feel like I just can't really do anything to defend against that aura. I think for most of them I'm gonna go with I definitely win then. You know, they are like kind of smaller animals, so maybe ones that are, you know, a little more determined. Maybe Gonzo here is a 50-50. I think Melba would cry if I breathed on her though. Like Yuka's also 50-50. Like she's kind of coming for me, you know, she wants to delete me real bad. I think we can all agree lions probably just beat me. It's a giant lion. I don't win. I don't think any of them would spare me, especially after all the insults that I hurl at them during our villager hunting streams whenever I get a lion. Okay, these are not gorillas, but these are monkeys. They do have thumbs, which is terrifying. They could operate weapons. Anything that I could do, they could most likely do. Yeah, monkeys might just be 50-50, so for the most part, we'll put most of them in there. Is this one Nana? I don't know, but I feel like this one's kind of scary. And she knows something. She knows information in order to beat me in a fight, so she wins. Let's get on to these mice because I want to win. I think I'm winning for most of the mice, so I'm gonna put the majority of them in here. Some of them might be a little bit feisty, like Bella. I feel like she's a little feisty, so she's maybe a 50-50. Limburg, I am also gonna put in 50-50 because he scares me and I feel like he knows something. Broccolo would cry. You know what? Yeah, Broccolo would cry if I breathed on him. This mouse also terrifies me. I feel like he is maybe employed under Marlo. He's just terrifying, so I'm gonna do 50-50 on that one. This mouse would also cry if I breathed on them. Petrie is also gonna be 50-50, not because she's terrifying, but because like she's a scientist. Like what kind of like little concoction is she gonna make? What's she gonna do? She's gonna invent something. I don't know. She might beat me somehow. I think he would cry if I breathed on him, unfortunately. I mean, obviously Cephalobot, he's literally a robot, so yeah. So I think it might be 50-50 with the octopi. The ostriches can disembowel you, so that's terrifying. I think the ones that are like ostrichy looking, I'm gonna put in would definitely be me because they're a giant bird. Flora, you know what? I definitely win against the flamingo, no chance. I think against a peacock, against Julia, I think I win. Phoebe, I don't know if she's supposed to be an ostrich, but I feel like 50-50. Same with the purple one. She's 50-50. Same. Rio. You know what? Rio, I think I'm going to put her in definitely beats me because she's got that vibe that she just wants to throw down. This is literally a robot ostrich, which is, I think, actually going at the top of literally a robot. Like, I think out of all of them, that one's gonna disembowel me the fastest. So I think the penguins, can they fly? No. They can swim fast, but put them on land with me, I think I'm good. I think I, for the most part, got this. Roald would cry if I breathed on him, though. I feel like, okay, pigs are smart, but they don't have a lot of strength, I feel like, and they have short little stubby legs. I think I beat them. I think maybe some of them, like with the tusks here, he's got tusks. Maybe that's a 50-50. Gala, I think she would cry if I breathed on her. She's a sweetie. I don't know. Rasher, he's got battle scars. He's got battle scars. He might have lived through a few fights already, so he might, I don't know, he might have some technique. We'll put him in 50-50 also, but the remaining go and I would definitely win. Bunnies are so cute and adorable. I win. Okay, I can beat a bunny. No, Bunny cries if I breathe on her. So does Chrissy. Mira, she is a superhero. So does she have some sort of crime fighting fisticuffs advantage? I don't know. I'll put her in 50-50 because she might have some knowledge, you know. I'm winning. Sorry. Sasha, if I breathe on him, he cries. Snake is a ninja. What does he know? You know what? He might have ninja skills. We'll put him in 50-50. Oh yeah, Gaston. Sorry. Gaston is a black belt. Very true. I'll put him up in 50-50. Okay, so the rhinos. I do think that the rhinos would, for the most part, beat me. They are very large. Yeah, I think it's like same vibe as Hippo. They're just gonna beat me. Including Spike, who also has battle scars. Like, he probably knows already how to fight people, and I don't. I feel like sheep are pretty chill. I'm gonna do 50-50 for sheep, except for Dom, who would cry if I breathed on him. Same with Etoile. Pietro would also cry if I breathed on him. I feel like he's just a sweetie. Willow will also cry if I breathe on her. Okay, squirrels. I can kick a squirrel and we're done, except for Agent S, who is like a superhero, and she does have a helmet, so I'm gonna put her up to 50-50 just because she does have armor and potential skills. But the rest of the squirrels, I beat them. Maybe this squirrel, I don't know this one's name, but that one would definitely cry. Filbert would also cry if I breathed on him. Mint would cry. Peanut would cry if I breathed on her. Poppy would also cry if I breathed on her. This squirrel, no, I win. I win. I win. I win. Sylvana cries. Tigers, they will beat me. No questions asked. Unfortunately, it's a tiger. What am I supposed to do to defend myself? Nothing. So we're just gonna put all of them up there, including my birthday totem, which is so rude, honestly. I feel like the wolves will also defeat me. They will beat me in a fight. Dobie, I'm gonna put Dobie in 50-50 because he's older. Maybe he doesn't have the same strength as he used to as a young wolf. The rest, they beat me. Here's our tier list. If I were to fight them, would they beat me or would they not? We've got the literally robot category. Definitely beats me. We've got alligators, bears, a few cats, bulls, cows, some people with armor, a few dogs who are bigger, you know, big breeds of dogs, elephants, deer, some poisonous frogs, hippos, gorillas, horses, kangaroos, lions, big ostriches that will disembowel me, rhinos, tigers, and wolves. 50-50, we've got, you know, some that could maybe stand a chance, or maybe not. We have a lot of birds, few frogs, goats, mice, octopi, sheep, a few bunnies, a few pigs. These all could probably stand a fighting chance. You know, we might end in a draw, stuff like that. I definitely win against anteaters, birds, some cats, chickens, the little cubs, the ducks, the frogs that are not poisonous, koalas, mice, penguins, pigs, rabbits, and squirrels. And these villagers would cry if I breathed on them. Cats, goose, some of the dogs, some of the ducks, Lily, Sherb, some of these little mice, Rolled, some of these sheep, Sylvana, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, that was really fun. This was just a fun, silly little idea, so thank you so much for humoring me.